first of all, we're extremely happy as a team, as a club, to make history today, to be able to win for the first time in this field as a Portland Timbers. It never happened before. And being able to get this victory, it was something that we have been working towards and try hard to try to achieve. And we have come, sometimes a little short, a few ties. But today I thought that overall it was a good performance from the players, especially in the first half. I believe that for 40 minutes we were dominant. We moved the ball very well. We created good opportunities. We were able to capitalize in two chances on the PK and before of the goal to put ourselves in a more comfortable situation. And even though we suffer a little bit in the second half, defensively we defended very well. Maybe a little bit too deep. Maybe we didn't have as much as the ball as we should have. But one area that we have been talking that we needed to improve, we showed now 2 games that we have improved, that we have gotten stronger, and we defended very well to everything that Houston throw at us. And this, you get tired, it's hot, and so the guys had to put a lot of work in the second half. And I think overall it was a very good performance. And I think also we saw improvement in defending corners. Not perfect. I think we can still be better in that area and maybe concede a little bit less. But I think overall the defensive part of the entire team, it was very good, and I think a well-deserved victory for us to have made history here in Houston.
Thanks, Gio. We'll go to questions, and we'll start with Sam Spiller, Stumptown Footy.
Hey, Gio, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Hey.
How are you?
Doing well, thanks. Congrats on the win tonight. Like you said, this
you.
was definitely an improved defensive performance from the Timbers tonight. Back-to-back shutouts now on the road. What have you seen to be what's the biggest reason for the team's recent improved defensive form?
Yes, I believe that there's different reasons why we improved. First, it had to do with having everyone mentally on the right place in order for us to now be able to, talk about the principles that we wanted to improve, the things that we wanted to do better. The second thing, once you are, clear in your mind and you're ready to perform, because the mentality is to be able to sacrifice in order to do the right things. Then now you can start, going back and revisiting your principles, making sure that everybody stays disciplined in the things that we need to do. You saw how well we executed the block, how compact the lines are from the defensive area to the attacking players. We don't allow teams to be able to have too many spaces. Yes, in the second half, it became a little bit more open. The guys were a little bit more tired. But I thought the first half, when we didn't have the ball, we closed spaces. When the ball was on one side, we make sure to keep it in one side. We handled really well the crosses in everything that we have worked in order to make sure that we're a little more solid. A couple of tweaks that we have done, and making sure that we keep the ideas simple and clear, I think have allowed us to be able to become stronger. And it's the commitment, not only from the defenders, it's from the entire team, to make sure that we help each other, that we have associations in different areas, to make sure that we handle what the teams have been throwing at us. And we have done a lot of work to make sure that the players understand all the players that they're going to face. And so there's been a lot of work put in. But I think now with the clarity in the players' mind, the willingness to, and the determination to work even harder as a group, has allowed us to make sure that we can improve in those tactical things that I think we needed to improve. And we still can be better. I believe that in the second half, we could have been better. First half was phenomenal until the 40th minute. That's the type of team that can win a lot of games, if we continue to play that way.
What a Paul Danzer, Portland Tribune.
Hey, Gio, how important is it to have Mabiola, Zubrich, and Clark in there together at the same time? That hasn't happened all that much this season. How important is that continuity in the middle of the defense?
Yeah, no, it's very important, but it's not only them It is also all the other guys that, Pablo Bonilla had a good match today. He hasn't been playing much, and he was brave to be able to do, a lot of things in the right way as a right back. Then Loma came in to help out. Bravo, I thought that sacrifice for the entire team. He had a very good game. He was, pressured by different players trying to attack, his side, and with the support of first Asprilla, then Jimmy, and then at the end with Santiago Moreno, he had a lot of help. And inside, Chara played a phenomenal game, and Fashido, until the moment that he played, helped us very much defensively with Renzo coming in. So ultimately, I'm going to tell you all the players, because everyone put, their contribution to make sure that we were very strong defensively.
Are there any more questions for Gio? If not, we will go to Felipe Mora. Caitlin Murray, Oregonian.
Gio, congrats on the win. How important is it scoring first? And when you get a goal as early as you did today, how does that sort of change the game plan or the mentality for the rest of the game?
I think, it gives you the chance to be able to manage the game in a better way. You have the lead, you score a goal. Now it's about managing the game in your power to make sure that it doesn't go away from you. But also it can be a situation in which it can go the other way, because sometimes you score 2 goals early and you tend to relax. You tend to maybe lose a little bit the things that you were doing well that allow you to be able to get the 2 goals. And I thought that even though we in the second half lost a little bit ourselves in the possession, our determination to defend, to do the things that we needed to do tactically, stay intact. And I think that shows a lot of maturity from the group. But scoring early, of course, give you that edge and advantage on the match for sure.
We will go to Paul Danzer, Portland Tribune.
Hey, Gio, talk a bit about the relationship between Seba and Mora. It seems to be really building into something maybe special down the road. Just talk about that development.
Yes, Paul. I mean, it's a great relationship as association between Seba and Mora that is working very well. 2 intelligent players, 2 talented players that understand, what we asking them on the field to do, and then the creativity comes, from both of them. Seba in that role was very, very good today. Mora gave us, so many different things: holding the ball, turning, moments in which we needed to rest. He was very, very good. He found spaces in the first half to be dangerous. So overall, a very good performance from the 2 of them, and the association that is building is great. But it's not only between the 2 of them; it's when Valeri comes into the match as well, with the wingers, whoever's playing there as well. So I think the more that we keep on working, the more we start finding, our associations to be the way we want, and to create problems, and also when we defend much better because of that. But Mora and Seba today played very well, and they combined very well.